Alright, I'm going to let you all in on something that you may or may not know about me. I'm a huge LeBron James fan, which I find that living in Los Angeles is a rarity. Everyone kind of hates on him out here. I love to see him win. So even though he didn't win the finals this year with the Cavs, I feel he's winning everywhere else. He just gave a great performance in Trainwreck and is getting good reviews for that. And in terms of entertainment, he and his business partner Maverick Carter have just signed a huge deal with Warner Brothers Entertainment. The reason why I'm super excited about this is because apparently a month ago, Warner Brothers re-registered the trademark for Space Jam. And there's been rumors for years that LeBron James was going to star in a remake of Space Jam, or a sequel. And now, with him tied in very closely with Warner Brothers and the renewal of the trademark, it makes all the sense in the world that Space Jam 2 is going to be a possibility. And I'm also a huge Space Jam fan. Everyone keeps saying they're running out of ideas in Hollywood. Don't do that. Don't touch Space Jam. Don't ruin our childhood. I think I'm going the opposite direction. They need to make Space Jam 2 with LeBron James. It would be hilarious. It would be such a great movie, and I'm super excited to see it. But let me know what you think. Do you want to see LeBron James in Space Jam 2? Or do you even want to see a Space Jam 2? Do you feel that Space Jam is supposed to be held on this very high sort of pedestal and shouldn't be touched? I don't think so. I think it's a great movie, one of my favorites, but I really do think that they've got all the right ingredients for a really kick-ass remake or sequel, and LeBron James, I think, is just the man to do it. So I feel there's a very big shift going on in Hollywood right now in regards to women in film. It's a very good thing, I feel. Women are now starting to sort of show their box office prowess. You got Kristen Wiig, Jennifer Lawrence, Amy Schumer, Melissa McCarthy, who are all doing big things and showing that they can bring in a lot of people. If you ask Emma Thompson, though, she is saying that sexism in Hollywood is actually worse than it was back when she was a younger actress. And she elaborated by saying, I feel that the way women are supposed to look now is the standards are way different and almost unfair. And because of that, I'm not at all impressed with how sexism in Hollywood has supposedly evolved, because it hasn't. It's actually gotten worse. Which, when I first heard this, I immediately thought of the women I just named. Like, oh, they're doing super well, so obviously it's getting a little better. I'm not a woman. I cannot even begin to try to understand what they go through, let alone in Hollywood on the casting couches and just what everyone's expecting of you or what they want to see you fit in that mold. So I'm going to take Emma Thompson's word for this. Even though I feel there are moments that it is better for women, and you've got the women I said, like Amy Schumer, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Jennifer Lawrence, breaking down walls and kind of changing things. Apparently the powers that be are still controlling things and making things way more difficult than they need to be. So let us know what you think. Do you think that sexism in Hollywood, at least from a fan's perspective, is getting better and more accepting, or do you think it's harder than ever before? The movie I reviewed this week was Southpaw, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Rachel McAdams, and Forrest Whitaker. It was good, but some of it was half formulaic and half taking those cliches and formulas and turning it on its side. But the acting, I felt, more than made up for it. This was a super, super solid movie. I'm going to give it 2 ticket stubs out of 3. It wasn't a perfect movie, but it's something I would definitely recommend seeing if you enjoy old boxing movies like Raging Bull, the Rocky movies. It's got a lot of heart. It is a feel-good movie ultimately, but it is super intense. I just feel that some of the cliches and the plot line didn't serve the actors as well. Guys, thanks again so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave comments and feedback below. Let us know what you think. And keep sending in those 15-second submissions. This week's submission comes from Bianca J. Martini. And before we show you that, we just want to send our condolences and thoughts and prayers on behalf of everyone here at Hip Hop Movie News to the friends and family of everyone who was affected by the unfortunate tragedy, the shooting at the Lafayette movie theater. Our thoughts and prayers are with you all.
People totally like Brutus just as much as they like Caesar. And when did it become okay for one person to be the boss of everybody, huh? Because that's not what Rome is about. We should try